Hello my dear student, have a good day. In last lecture we studied different types of dynes. There are 5 types of dyne. First is the acyclic dyne, second one is the semicyclic dyne, third is the homoannular dyne, fourth is the heteroannular dynes. Then in this lecture I am explaining you different types of examples of dynes and problems based on these dynes. Therefore, first question may be asked in your exam like this: calculated lambda max value of following compounds. You have to given 2 or 4 structures. Each structure ask calculating lambda max for 5 marks. Then you see structure first. Name of this structure is 2,3-dimethyl-1,3-butadiene. Here we calculate lambda max value for conjugated dyne. Remember that conjugated dynes means 2 double bonds separated by 1 single bond. Here carbon atom number 1 and carbon atom number 3, 2 double bonds are present, and these 2 double bonds are separated by 1 single bond. Then again you see this structure: carbon atom number 2 attach 1 methyl group and carbon atom number 3 attach another methyl group. Therefore name of this compound is 2,3-dimethyl-1,3-butadiene. Then this is the example of acyclic dyne. Then for calculating lambda max value for this structure, we write like this. First, base value for acyclic dyne. What is the base value for acyclic dyne? 249 nanometer. Therefore we take here base value acyclic dyne 214 nanometer. Then 2 alkyl substituents are present at carbon atom number 2 and carbon atom number 3. 2 methyl groups are present, means alkyl groups. Therefore here this structure contains 2 alkyl group or 2 alkyl substituent present. Therefore 1 alkyl substituent value is 5. Therefore 2 alkyl substituent, 2 multiplied by 5, this value may be 10 nanometer. Then you add these 2 value and lambda max value is 224 nanometer. Base value 240 nanometer, 2 alkyl substituent value 10 nanometer. Then addition of these 2 values, lambda max value is 224 nanometer. This is the structure number 1, or this is the example of acyclic dyne. Then again we study here semicyclic dyne. Another example for calculating lambda max value is semicyclic dyne. And what is mean by semicyclic dyne? Here one double bond present in one ring and another double bond present outside the ring. Therefore this is the example of semicyclic dyne. Then what is the base value for semicyclic dyne? I am taking here writing sentence: base value for semicyclic dyne is 240 nanometer. Then here conjugated double bond form containing 4 carbon atom, and these 4 carbon atom attached to another carbon atom which is the part of the ring is also considered as the alkyl substituent. Therefore I am showing here dotted carbon atom. These 2 dotted carbon atom means 2 alkyl substituents. Value for 1 alkyl substituent 5. Here presence of 2 alkyl substituent. Therefore 2 into 5 value is 10 nanometer. Then you see the structure: 1 double bond attached to the ring but outside the ring. This type of the double bond is called as the hexocyclic 2 ring. Carbon carbon double bond, hexocyclic 2 ring, and value of this hexocyclic double bond is the 5 nanometer. Therefore this structure contain base value for semicyclic dyne 240 nanometer, 2 alkyl substituent value, 1 alkyl substituent 5, 2 alkyl substituent, therefore 10 nanometer is the value of alkyl substituent, and one more structure is present, that hexocyclic double bond. Hexocyclic double bond value will be 5 nanometer. Then addition of these 3 values, lambda max value is 229 nanometer. This is the example of semicyclic dyne. Then I am taking you third example, You see this structure here. Two double bonds are present in two ring. Here A and B are the two ring. Then two double bonds are present in two rings, two different rings. Therefore, this is the example of heteroannular dyne. Heteroannular dyne means two double bonds present in two different rings. Homoannular dyne means two double bonds present in same ring. Here two double bonds are present. One double bond present in ring A. Another double bond is present in ring B. Therefore, this structure is the example of heteroannular dyne. And base value for heteroannular dyne is 240 nanometer. Then again I am showing dotted carbon atom. This dotted carbon atom means alkyl substituent carbon atom attached to conjugated 4 carbon atom. Therefore, I am drawing darker 3 dots, that is 3 alkyl substituents are present in this structure. One alkyl substituent value 5 nanometer. Therefore, multiply by 3 into 5 value is 15 nanometer. And you see ring B containing hexacyclic double bond, means ring double bond present in ring A is the hexacyclic double bond for ring B. Hexo means outside the ring. This double bond is the outside the ring but attached of the ring B. Therefore, this is one carbon-carbon bond hexacyclic to ring B, and hexacyclic double bond value is the 5. Therefore, addition of these three values, base value heteroannular dyne 214 nanometer, 3 alkyl substituent value is the 15 nanometer, and one hexacyclic double bond present to the ring B and value is the 5 nanometer. Then addition of 3 values, lambda max value is 234 nanometer. This is the example of heteroannular dyne. Then we take again fourth example is the homoannular dyne. Then any structure, first you write base value, then second alkyl substituent, third is the hexacyclic double bond, and fourth is the extra double bond in conjugation. Means you remember that 4 value you are familiar. Therefore, you show this. I am showing this structure number 4. This is the example of homoannular dyne. Homo means one ring, annular means ring. Therefore, 2 double bonds present in ring A. This is the example of homoannular dyne. And for homoannular dyne, lambda max value is 253 nanometer. Therefore, I am taking here base value for homoannular dyne 253 nanometer. Then again I am writing here dots. There are 4 dots, 2 dots present in ring A and 2 dots present in ring B. Means homoannular dyne, these 4 carbon atom attached to another 4 carbon atom. Therefore, and also alkyl substance is the part of the ring. Therefore, 4 alkyl substituents are present. And one alkyl substituent value is the 5. Therefore, 4 into 5 value is 20 nanometer. This is the second. Then the third value here, ring B. Then ring B containing 2 double bonds hexacyclic to ring. Therefore, one double bond hexacyclic to ring value is 5 nanometer. Here 2 double bonds are present, and these 2 double bonds are hexacyclic to ring B. Therefore, 2 into 5 value is the 10 nanometer. Then only 3 values, not extra double bond in conjugation. Here only 3 values. First is the base value homoannular dyne 253 nanometer, 4 alkyl substituent, 4 into 5 20 nanometer, and 2 double bonds are hexacyclic to ring B. Means these 2 double bonds attached to the ring B, but hexacyclic to ring B means outside the ring B. Therefore, this value, one hexacyclic double bond value is the 5, 2 hexacyclic double bond, therefore value is the 10 nanometer. Then adding these 3 values, lambda max value is 283 nanometer. This is the example of homoannular dyne, and base value for homoannular dyne is the 253 253 nanometer, and base value for heteroannular is the 240 nanometer. Then again I am taking example number 5. You see this example or structure 5. Here A and B are the two rings. Then ring A containing two double bonds, means this structure is the homoannular diene. But again we see here ring B containing double bond. Then A and B two double bonds are present, and these two double bonds are separated by one single bond. Therefore this is the example of heteroannular diene. Then in this structure, the structure containing homoannular diene as well as the heteroannular diene. Then in this case you take the value of homoannular diene, not heteroannular dienes. If both homo and hetero double bonds are present in same ring, then you take base value for homoannular diene, not heteroannular diene. Therefore you remember this problem. Two possible structures are present in same structure. That the structure shows homoannular diene as well as the heteroannular diene. But for calculating lambda max, we take only base value for homoannular diene, and base value for homoannular diene is 253 nanometer. Then I am showing here dotted carbon atoms. These two dotted carbon atoms means two alkyl substituents. Here two alkyl substituents, one alkyl substituent value 5 multiplied by 2, 5 into 2 is equal to 10 nanometer. Then you see the ring B. Then one double bond is hexacyclic to ring B, and value of hexacyclic double bond is the 5 nanometer. Therefore I taking here third value is the 5 nanometer, means ring B containing hexacyclic double bond, but ring A not containing hexacyclic double bond. Then again we here consider homoannular diene, and our requirement for homoannular diene is two double bonds present in same ring. But in this structure one double bond is extra, and this double bond is in conjugation. You remember that this extra double bond may be in conjugation. Therefore extra double bond in conjugation or extending double bond, this value is the 30 nanometer. If one extra double bond is present, then value is the 30. If two double bonds are present, then 30 multiplied by 2, it may be 60. But here only one double bond is present, extra conjugation or extending conjugation. This value is the 30 nanometer. Means one more value is present in this structure. Above structure we see only three base values: base value, alkyl substituent, and hexacyclic double bond. But in this structure we writing here extra double bond in conjugation, and extra double bond in conjugation value is the 30 nanometer. Therefore adding these four values, lambda max value is the 298 nanometer. This is the example of both dienes present in same structure, that is homoannular dienes and heteroannular dienes. You only remember that base value is the 253 nanometer, not 240 nanometer. And last example for calculating lambda max value, example number 6. You see this structure. This structure is the example of again semi-cyclic diene. Semi means one double bond present in a ring and another double bond is outside the ring. But in this structure, this double bond is outside. Here two rings are present, ring A and ring B. Here ring A containing one double bond and another double bond is outside the ring A. Therefore this is the example of semi-cyclic diene. But again you see ring B. The ring B also containing hexacyclic double bond, and this double bond is simultaneously hexacyclic to ring A and ring B. This is one more addition value in this problem. Therefore first you write down base value for semi-cyclic diene 240 nanometer. Then I am showing here dotted alkyl substituent. How many alkyl substituent? There are 4 dots see in this structure. Therefore 4 alkyl substituent or 4 ring residues. 4 into 5, one alkyl substituent having value 5. 4 into 5 is 20 nanometer. Then double bond hexacyclic to two rings simultaneously, A and B. Ring A also double bond hexacyclic, ring B also double bond hexacyclic. Therefore, this double bond is simultaneously hexacyclic to ring A and ring B. Then for this structure, we take here value of lambda max is 10 nanometer. Therefore, adding these three values, lambda max value is 244 nanometer. Means base value for semicyclic diene 240 nanometer. 4 alkyl substituent considering ring residue is the 20 nanometer, and one double bond hexacyclic to two rings simultaneously value is the 10 nanometer. Therefore, lambda max value is the 244 nanometer. Therefore, I am explaining these 6 structures containing all diene: acyclic diene, semicyclic diene, homoannular diene, heteroannular diene, as well as hexacyclic double bonds are both homo and heteroannular diene present in same structure, and one double bond is simultaneously hexacyclic to two rings. This is the calculating lambda max of different types of the structures or different dienes. Thank you for listening.